What's up, Keep Pounding crew? We're back today with another video. Keep pounding. We lost in a heartbreaker to the Saints. If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, select all, and leave a comment down below. Let's dive in. So, we all saw the kick fall just short. And I gotta tell you, my heart broke just as much as yours did. That was such a crazy game where we matched them blow for blow. And this game really says a lot about where we are, progress-wise. And that's how I'm going to tailor this loss. We played very, very well today. We eliminated the dumb penalties, no turnovers, and we actually managed to put 24 points on the board against a very, very crazy Saints defense. So, what does that mean going forward? Well, that means that we are right on schedule to get 9 wins. We just showed today that we are not backing down. We are not rolling over. We came to play. We came to battle. And we came to almost win that game. The fact that we came that close to winning that game, or at least tying it, shows me that we're ready to battle for a wild card spot this year. Man, my prediction, you guys already know what it was before this game started, was that we would lose 7 to 10 points, somewhere in that range. We lost by 3 and had a chance to tie. If that doesn't tell you where we are as a team right now, I don't know what to tell you. Because we're looking strong. We're looking competitive. We just showed that we are not shark bait to the rest of our schedule. That we are going to come and we are going to battle you with everything that we've got. In Atlanta, you're next. And I can promise you, Atlanta, after the first time we played them, is not looking too good. They barely lost to the Lions today. And I'm looking at that sideline where that owner is standing there looking at the Falcons going, how long is it going to take for the Falcons to get a W? I would not want to be the administration staff on Monday in Atlanta. Nope. I would not want to be there. I'd be ready to clean out my desk. He did not look happy. But I'll tell you, if you're going to take a loss, taking a loss in the way that we did is a very, very respectable loss. And let me tell you why. We matched Drew Brees in passing. Teddy Bridgewater, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns. Drew Brees, 287 yards, 2 touchdowns. Teddy, 23 for 28. Drew Brees, 29 for 36. That's pretty solid, right? DJ Moore, 4 catches, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. Callaway, 8 receptions, 76 yards. And you're thinking, okay, well, we won in the wide receiver battle, right? Here's where the problem started. Alvin Kamara, 14 carries, 83 yards. We didn't stop the run. We didn't let Kamara go crazy, but, you know, we didn't let our man Alvin go crazy. But I'll tell you this. We did well. You know, the fact that we didn't allow this man to get over 100 yards is a very, very positive thing. But the problems really started when we abandoned the run game. 7 carries for 12 yards, Mike Davis. Don't like that. So as a result, we ended up with 283 total yards versus their 415. The Saints had 1 turnover, which was a Brian Burns sack and fumble. Forced fumble. The Saints had 26 first downs. We had 18. The Saints mirrored our offense minus the running game. And they took control of the clock 34 minutes. We only had it for 25. Yet we still managed to do 24 points worth of damage. Now, that says a lot about what our offense has been doing. And what our team has been doing today. But we're going to go grade by grade like we usually do. And let's just see how this game shaped out. Quarterback, B+. Very, very pleased with the numbers. Happy that we were on par with Drew Brees. You know, I saw a couple of overthrows, but I mean, nothing that would make me want to take a grade off for him. Running back, B+. Despite the fact that those numbers look bad for Mike Davis, B+, because the times that he was able to run that ball on the 7 carries, he did look pretty solid. So I'm not going to take off for that. Wide receiver, B+. You know, when DJ Moore wakes up and has a good day, 4 receptions for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns, that's a good day for the wide receiver core. You got Samuel. You know, you got Zylstra with the 1 catch. You got Ian Thomas with the 1 catch. So leading into tight end, which is a B. And, you know, wide receiver core looked good today. You didn't see very many drops. You know, we had a couple of passes defended on us, but, you know, other than that, can't take off. So, offensive line, B-. Here's where we start to run into trouble. The O-line broke down, and we gave up some pass protection. And we also weren't able to open up holes for the running back. So, I'm going to point out somebody very, very specific. Number 64, Mr. Reed. I got to give some tough love to this man right here because I've been noticing a holding call, a block that he let go of that caused a sack, and a quarterback pressure that he let go of as well. Are we going to do something about this? I'm just saying. So, defensive end, we got a B. Solid B grade. I see quarterback pressures. I was very pleased with that. However, no sacks. Correction, 1 sack and a forced fumble. Brian Burns. But that was really it. Still, that pass rushing is not getting to these quarterbacks. I don't know whether it's we don't have enough speed, whether it's we don't who we're playing against. But I mean, it's just not getting there. So, defensive tackle B. We managed to stop Latavius Murray and hold him to under 50 yards. So that's a good day when you can do that. Kamara, of course, ran circles around us, which we expected. But he did most of his damage on the outside, which I expected. Which is not really the defensive tackle's responsibility. That's more the corners, the linebackers, and the safeties' job to handle all of that. So, solid B grade. Linebacker, B. Shaq did a good job today. Again, that's 4 straight games where he's been consistent. Let's just call it consistency right here. Let's just say I'm starting to see it from him every week now. So, I'm going to stop questioning this man. He's getting it done. So, Tahir Whitehead making tackles, but not really doing that much. He did stop Kamara on a couple of big plays that were clutch plays on 3rd and short. So, I'll give him that. But other than that, not too exciting. He just quietly racks up his tackles. Corner, B-. I'm still seeing that soft coverage. But we're stopping the yards after the catch again, which is excellent. That's what we need to be doing. Also, I want to point out a pass deflection today. Good job. We need to see more of that. We only saw 1 today. So, again, losing Douglas kind of cost us those pass deflections that we usually get. Because he's been racking up a couple every game. So, that would have counted for 3 had he been in. So, yeah, I'm surprised Troy Pride Jr. didn't get burned on a deep pass, but who knows? Maybe Drew Brees is having trouble throwing long balls anymore. We'll see. But free safety B. Trey Boston, another solid game. Keeping it real. Getting it done. Uh, he was a little bit late to the party on a couple of plays, but you know, that's just Trey being Trey. He did miss one tackle horribly, but again, that's just Trey being Trey. What else can you expect? You can't expect 100% out of this man every game, but he gave 80%, and that's enough for me. As long as you give 80% and you get the tackle and you stop the yards after the catch, I'm pleased with him. Um, I'm not ecstatic about it, but I'm pleased. It's better than the last who knows how many years, right? So moving on to Jeremy Chin, you didn't see much of him, but he quietly racked up his tackles. So B from him. He wasn't exactly flying around the field like he usually is, but still racked up his tackles, got the yards after the catch, got it done. Credit to him. He is just doing an excellent job, and he's leading the rookies with tackles right now. So, give him some love. Special teams, B. Honestly, I can't take off for that long, deep pass, but that long, deep kick. Because honestly, it's questionable whether that kick should have happened or not. But now we know what his range is, so that's a good thing. Now we know where exactly his range is, where he can actually kick it from safely. So we learned. We learned from that. Coaching, B minus. There were a couple of instances where I wished Matt Rule may have thrown the red flag. It was a 50-50 third and one situation on both of those circumstances in that first drive before Breeze even dove into the end zone. But, I got a question. At what point do you throw the red flag? I'll let you guys decide. Which one of those three situations do you think we could have won with a challenge in that first drive? Drop your comments down below. Let me know. But the one time that he did use it later on, I thought he used it wisely. So, and another thing I liked about Matt Rule's coaching today is that once the Saints were with 5 seconds left on our 5-yard line, ready to call a play after spiking the ball, we had 3 timeouts to spare. Number one thing I like in this instance is that we had 3 timeouts to spend. He used the time wisely, and he saved the last timeout for us to use in the first half. Secondly, he used that first timeout to figure out what they were coming out in, adjust his defense accordingly, called the timeout, then watch what they came out in the second time, and we liked what they were coming out in, so we let the play run. And unfortunately, that was just such a great pass that we just couldn't defend it. I mean, it was just perfectly placed. I mean, how are you going to defend that? Honestly. Even some of the better pass defenders I've seen out there that get pass deflections can't even get that one. So, respect to them for that one. That's just Breeze being Breeze right there. Not much you can really do about that. But yeah, coaching wise, I was happy with him. He did good. Play calling B. We still got a lot to work on once we get into field goal range and red zone. But we're making some improvements. You saw that today. We got 2 touchdowns. Um, one of them was DJ, and the other one, you know, we made it work, man. We made it work. So, tackling, A minus. Still very pleased with the tackling right now. As of the last few games, we've definitely stepped it up. We're making good tackle angles and wrapping up. I saw a little bit that I didn't really like. That's why I kind of downgraded it to an A minus. But you know, you can't have perfect tackling throughout the entire game. So, give credit to some of the Saints players. Some of them were just really good at breaking tackles, but yeah, at a certain point, you just gotta give credit where it's due. But we did well in tackling. That's one thing we did right in this game. We did a handful of things right in this game, and it starts with tackling. Number one on defense. Number two, we got the forced fumble and the sack finally. Number three, we kept up with the Saints offense. Number four, we eliminated turnovers. Number five, we eliminated dumb penalties, except for the holding call by DJ Moore and the holding call by number 64 on the offensive line, Mr. Reed. I apologize, I don't know what your first name is because I have not seen your name up there right now. But I will check and find out. Real quick while I'm making this video. So, the main question I've got going forward, can we handle some of these more dangerous teams like Green Bay? Keep up with them on offense. The guard's name is Chris Reed, by the way. He is 6'4", 320 pounds from Minnesota State, Mankato. So, that's the guy that I've been pointing out this entire video. But can we keep up with teams like Green Bay? I'm starting to think it's possible. We are on our way up. We are trending upwards with the progress that we're making on all the goals. Our skills are showing across the board in almost every position. And, today we showed that we are a team not to be slept on. So, Minnesota, keep your eyes open. Green Bay, keep your eyes open. We're coming for you. Tampa, same to you. We're coming for you. And I'm going to tell you, this next game against Tampa is going to be a lot more interesting than the first one. Because we've made some improvements. We've figured out who we are. We found an identity. And we have shown that we are not going to back down. We have some skill on this team. And You know, I want to quickly go over the injury. The biggest injury of the day was Russell Okung, who was questionable. It was a calf injury during this game. Now, left tackle remains a problem for us. Greg Little came in, got the job done, satisfied me. But now, quickly, I'm going to go over a few stats that I think are interesting. The first one being, and let me pull it up real quick. It is DJ Moore, as I pointed out before, 4 catches, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns off of 5 targets. Excellent comeback day for him. Great comeback day for Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Two Gloves. Robbie Anderson still doing what Robbie does. And I love the extra effort once for the yards after the catch. 6 targets out of 8. 6 catches out of 8 targets. 74 yards. Still making noise there. Curtis Samuel, 6 catches, 48 yards out of 6 targets. And Mike Davis, 5 catches out of 5 targets, 24 yards. Big day. Big day for DJ Moore. But the number I want to point you out to on defense is Shaq Thompson with 13 tackles today. 7 of them by himself. There are a lot of assists today. But I'm going to tell you, Jeremy Chin racked up 8. Had a pass defended. Brian Burns pass defended. So that's 2 today. I didn't notice that one until I just went through these numbers. And we got Haynes with a brutal tackle for a loss today. That was big. That was very, very big. But we made the tackles when we needed to at the right moments. Made the stops at the right moments with 3rd and short. And we put Breeze in a lot of 3rd and long situations, which was good. The problem was we blitzed with a linebacker or a safety when we knew that if we just took away Breeze targets, it would buy time for the pass rush to get there. Brian Burns has been on fire today with the pressures. So, buy him a little extra time. Take away the weapons of Breeze, and you've got a shot at stopping him and lowering that 3rd down percentage that the Saints have really been racking up this year. Now, the biggest thing I want to mention is that they only had 1 pass deflection as well. They only had their leader was racked up 6 total tackles, and that's Marshawn Lattimore and Marcus Williams, sitting up there with 6 total tackles. But the thing about both the offenses in this game is when I said they look like mirror images, I meant it. Because if you look at how they both ran, specifically, we were throwing a lot of short passes. They were throwing a lot of short passes, soft coverage passes, you know, and they just kept moving the chains. We kept moving the chains. The difference was the play calling in the red zone and Kamara. Once, or Chimera. I keep saying his name wrong, I suppose, but I know you guys are going to butcher me for that in the comments, but um, he has been a dominant force for the Saints. As a receiver, he got 8 catches for 65 yards on eight targets. The one that really, really killed us was the third and I want to say it was 14 yards, something like that. It was third and long, like really long. And you just knew this ball was going to go to Kamara. You just knew. You knew that Alvin was going to touch this ball from the moment that ball was snapped. And we should have had 2 people on him. And we had a defensive breakdown. And Alvin gets the first down. We allowed that. And we allowed the momentum to change. That's a big play. We got to stop allowing those and get those stops. Otherwise, we're just going to allow these drives to continue. These long drives that wear down our defense, tire them out, where they stay on the field way too long. Our offense gets put out on the field, and, by that point, the clock's already run down. Our defense needs some Gatorade over there on the sideline. And we're sitting there like, okay, how do we replicate that and answer that with points? So, with our play calling right now being what it is in the red zone. So, we managed to answer with 24 points, which is good. That's really good. But we laid an egg in the fourth quarter on offense when our defense had stepped up. So, if we did not allow that third and long sack before the 2-minute warning,